Hello. Hello, even. Hello, and welcome to Rock, Paper, Swords. Again, we're back. Historical Novel Society Conference 2024 in Devon. And here we have Elizabeth R. Andersen, all the way from...
Seattle, Washington.
Seattle, Washington. I was in Seattle this time last year.
Oh, really?
And it was unseasonably sunny. Everyone told me it's going to rain all the time in Seattle.
Beautiful.
We had the best weekend. I'm absolutely pining for Seattle, and then Oregon. We went down to Oregon. I went horse riding in Oregon.
Yep.
Oh, so good. Anyway, It's not about talking about my holiday.
If you like the outdoors, it's an amazing place to live.
It is absolutely beautiful. Recommend it. I saw the only thing about Seattle. I saw more rats in Seattle than anywhere else in the world. It's a very strange thing. But it was in the big park near the Space Needle.
Oh yeah,
just as the sun was going down.
Just see all the rats.
And they all just started to come out. And we were sitting eating pizza, and it was like, oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I was like, okay, well. Anyway, but let's draw a veil over that. But it's probably quite medieval in feel. But anyway, tell us a bit about yourself. And what you write, and because I know you're an author, because I can see your books here.
Right. So I do have a day job. I do work in marketing, and because of that, I have actually chosen for the beginning part of my writing career to do independent publishing, because I have the skill set to do it on my own. So I do write my books on my own, and I have learned how to do the layout. I have people who do the covers for me, and they do a beautiful job. So we'll hold that up and show you. This is what the cover looks like of the first one. It's gorgeous.
And this is another one.
Yeah, and then of course I have multiple rounds of professional edits that I don't do myself. So because of my marketing background, I've been really enjoying the journey. It's actually really fun to be independent. Yeah. So yeah, that's kind of where my background is.
I like the strap line here: murder, mystery, and fine ale.
Yeah. Yep.
Sounds good. So, alewives. What is an alewife?
Right. So these books in particular take place in the 14th century, just after the Black Death. And at that time, there was about to be a transition in how beer and ale, well, I shouldn't say beer, how ale was produced and distributed. So at this time, ale was commonly produced in the home, usually by women, wives, who would feed it to their families. And if they had any overage, any extra, they could sell it to the community. And they would indicate that they had ale for sale, to sell from their homes by, in some cases in England, they would put a broom over their door. These books take place in Alsace, which is currently in France. At the time, it was its own region.
Yep.
And they would put a green stick or a branch with green leaves outside their door, so we have ale to sell.
I've heard, just as somebody said to me the other day, that the bush is a common name for pubs in the UK because of the
green branch. Yeah. Yes. So these women brew the ale together in this series. They also solve mysteries, and they're very sassy and very funny.
It sounds like a great way of bringing women that were in the central part of a community and actually actively doing something outside of the family home into a story, and it's a really clever way of getting them involved in something that still their day job makes sense within the community and with what they're doing at the time, but actually, I don't know, getting them in, it sounds really clever.
It's a very interesting, it's a really interesting occupation that women could have that was their own. So an alewife wasn't taking over her husband's business if she was widowed. She wasn't assisting her husband, who was a blacksmith, or working in a field with her family. This was her business. Right. And so that's one of the reasons why it really intrigued me, because it gave them agency and autonomy and the ability to have their own lives within the structure of their society, which was, they had a lot of walls around them. So that is a fun part about this book.
Yeah. Sounds interesting.
Agency is the word I was looking for. Having the agency.
Yeah.
So, what are you at the conference for? Why are you looking to get these an agent or anything like that, or are you just here to enjoy the talks and network?
I love this conference. I came in 2 years ago. I was here in Durham. I met some really amazing people. MJ Porter and I met at the opening gala in Durham. We talk every single day on Discord, every day, 365 days a year. We're on Discord talking to each other. I haven't seen her for 2 years. Many other people that I met, I just want to see them again. It's such a fantastic way to network and to meet other authors in such a, a difficult genre that we work in. And then also, so Alewives is a series it is a series of books, but each book is its own story. So if you think of Agatha Christie's Poirot, right, you can pick up any Poirot.
Yeah.
And that's the way this series is structured. And so at this point, 2 books down, 2 more in the works, I am looking to find some good representation.
Yeah.
And so that is another reason why I am here as well. Yeah.
Okay. I had a question in my head there, and it's like Bernard Cornwell. It's just right
I'll just
out.
take a sip while you're
Forgot
thinking
what I
of
was
it.
going to say.
Mm.
That's a good question as well.
It's been a long day. We'll come to you in a minute. So it's been a long day. So would you like to tell people where they can find you online and where they can find your books at the moment?
Right. So my books are available anywhere books are sold. So I'm on Amazon. I'm a wide author, Kobo, Barnes & Noble, Waterstones, all the things. I am all available.
I've remembered what it was. You said that you do marketing.
Yes.
Well, this is a huge thing for any author, not just indie authors,
Yep.
but any author. So what tips have you got for other authors and how to market their book and sell more copies?
I think the first thing that you need to know as an author is that you are not for everyone. And your book is not for everyone, because I see a lot of authors who are trying to shove their book into the wrong marketplaces and the wrong channels. So that's one thing, is you have to be realistic about what genre you're in, who you are as a person, how comfortable you are. I'm very, very comfortable sharing a lot of my own life on my social media channels. So just brewed beer with some family members and put up a video about it on all the socials, and people could see where I live and they could see my family in those. And then I'd also say I forgot what I was going to say.
Do you use like Facebook adverts and things like that, and just target them really narrowly?
Yes, so I do prefer to use Facebook adverts over Amazon. I've never really had a ton of success with Amazon, but that said, I do have a lot of background studying Facebook ads from my work, and the targeting is complicated. And so I can't even stay on top of it. It's really tough. They're constantly switching it around. But the reason why I do like Facebook is because that's where my audience is. My audience skews a little bit older.
Yeah,
I think that's the same for most historical fiction, isn't it?
Yeah.
So, well, thank you for talking to us.
Yes, thank you for talking to me.
I hope you have a great rest of the weekend, and I'm sure we'll see you again.
Yes, and cheers.
And cheers to you.
Shall we all have a little...
Cheers to the Alewives.
Cheers to the Alewives.
Cheers to the Alewives.